So guys, welcome back everyone to Iron Man Armors explanation series. So guys, today we are going to talk about Iron Man Mark 6 armor. That was the 6th Iron Man armor. So guys, let's get started without wasting any more time. So guys, first if I talk about Iron Man Mark 6 armor, then guys, Tony Stark created it in Iron Man 2 because as you guys know that Palladium arc-reactor was poisoning Tony Stark. So Tony Stark created a new element that was potassium, and on that time he created the Mark 6 armor. So if I talk about now every features of this armor, so first if I talk about the creator and user, then its creator and user both were Tony Stark. And if I talk about its color, then its color was simple color, means red and gold schemes, but there was some silver parts also, those were looking very cool. And if I talk about suit up process, then yes, in first when he created it, then he had to suit up in with the help of the robotic arms in his lab. But later when Tony upgraded Mark 6 in Avengers movie, it could be also suit up and down by the automatic robotic arms which were stored in Avengers Tower. And guys, if I talk about its power core, then it's had power core new element arc reactor Mark 1. And if I talk about composition, then its composition was gold titanium alloy, and that's why its durability was very high. So now guys, if I talk about the capability, then first of all it had superhuman strength and durability which were much better than the previous armors like Mark 4 and Mark 3 armor, because guys its power core was much powerful than the Palladium arc reactor. That's why its strength and durability were very much increased, and that's why Tony Stark could only destroy the hammer drones in Iron Man 2 by punching by only little bit applying simple force. So you can understand guys, the total force, the strength of this armor was much powerful. And if I talk about its durability, then its durability was also much improved. It was the first armor that was bulletproof, fireproof as well as electric proof. That's why electric's wires of Whiplash was not able to completely damage the Mark 6 armor. And guys, if I talk about its speed, then it could fly it in Mark 8 speed, which is very much super fast, and it was faster than the Mark 3, and it had super agility, super reflexes, and it had also heads up display screen as every Iron Man armor has, and it has artificial intelligence Jarvis that helps Tony to do everything, and it had more self-contained life support and environment protection. And if I talk about some more features, then guys, it was the first armor that could also work in water, so it was also water resistant. That was very cool feature. And with that it had also a feature that was lightning absorption feature. With that, in Avengers 1 movie, Tony Stark absorbed Thor's lightning easily. But guys, this power was upgraded by Tony Stark after Iron Man 2. And how did Tony upgraded it, I will talk it later. First I'm going to say about some features and weapons of this armor. So guys, if I talk about guys the weapons, then it had a bunch of weapons, seriously. First, it had super repulsor beam and unibeam, which were much powerful as its architecture core was very powerful and its repulsor was very powerful. And it had missiles and also shoulder mounted miniguns which he used against Ivan Vanko. It had wrist mounted 4 missiles which were very much powerful, and back missile launchers, and also laser beam, and which was one time used, and it was the first armor which consists of laser beam. And with that, it had also some detonating chips in its arm gauntlet that could destroy the hammer drones easily, and it had also shoulder missile. And now guys, if I talk about its history, then guys, first I am going to talk about the weaknesses. So if I talk about weakness, then it had a major weakness that this armor could not defeat godlike characters. And we have seen in this Avengers movie that Thor and Loki were easily able to defeat Tony Stark with this armor. So it was a major weakness of Mark 6 that it couldn't take the power of any god, and Thor was holdbacking. That's why Tony Stark was saved. Okay, and later on Mark 7. Mark 7 was the first Iron Man armor in which Tony Stark could fight god-like character also. But later we will talk about Mark 7. Now we are talking about Mark 6. So now guys, if I talk about the history, then guys, Tony Stark built this armor when he created the Vibranium arc reactor in Iron Man 2, and he used this armor against the Hammer drones and Whiplash, and in Iron Man 2 later on he destroyed finally all the Hammer drones with War Machine, and also he exploded Ivan Vanko. But in Iron Man 2 battle, this armor was very much battle damaged. But later on, Tony Stark repaired it and upgraded it some features. Like some features he had upgraded, like it could be suited up by automatic robot arms, and its a lightning absorption feature was also added in this suit. And then he fought with Thor in this armor, which was very powerful. But still guys, after fighting Thor, this suit was not at all damaged. But then it was damaged when Tony Stark tried to repair. So guys, I'm saying that after fighting Thor, still this suit was so powerful that it survived. But guys, then when Tony Stark was repairing the helicarrier in Avengers 1 movie, this armor was completely damaged there. And then later on, Tony Stark decorated it in his Hall of Armors. And when Mandarin attacked on Tony Stark's house in Iron Man 3, Mark 6 armor self-destroyed with the other 6 armors in Tony Stark's lab. So guys, this was the full explanation of Mark 6 Iron Man armor. And in the next video, I'm going to say about Mark 7 armor. And guys, Mark 7 armor has very much detail, so I hope that you will not miss that video. So guys, I hope you have liked this explanation of Mark 6. I'm going to try that, I'm trying that I will complete this series very fastly. So guys, I hope you are liking this series, and now guys, we will meet in the next video. Bye bye. Tada.